Hey guys, what's up? This is my review for episode 5 of The Resort. So I've been reviewing the new Peacock show, The Resort. Episode 5 just came out and I watched it. Now I've been liking this show. I thought it was really good. The first 2 episodes really entertaining. Episode 4 I think was really good. It probably wasn't as good as the first 3, but episode 4 was still good, and it left on a really interesting cliffhanger, which I was excited to find out. And in terms of finding out the answer to this episode, as far as I remember, we didn't really. I think it was sort of hinted at what the answer was to the mystery. This video will have spoilers, so it's a quick warning about that. The mystery was I forget their names. Oh god, I actually forgot their names. The main two, William Jackson Harper and Kristen Milioti, they see a picture of them, like a painting of themselves on the wall in the rundown hotel, the old Oceana Vista hotel, and they're confused, So I thought we were going to get an answer to this episode, and it turns out we did not. It was sort of hinted at. We sort of saw, he sort of had like a vision of them, of the future, and this episode also ends on a really interesting cliffhanger as well, which I'm so confused about. I'm very confused, I don't exactly know, I know the basic story of what's happening, but it's a little bit hard to keep up with, and yeah, maybe that's a result of, I think to be honest, the week-to-week releases with this show is not working particularly well, because the episodes are only like 30 minutes long, and they're not giving us enough answers. Like, we barely get any answers, just more questions this episode. So that's what happened. So that's what happened this episode. Now, in terms of how much I liked this episode, I think I enjoyed it, but we didn't really get much answers at all to what's happening or how they went missing or anything. I don't know how many episodes this show has. Like, it might have 12 for all I know, but I'm pretty sure it just has 8, like most shows nowadays. So yeah, they better start ramping things up quick, because we only have 3 episodes left. And yeah, but I really enjoyed the first 3 episodes. Episode 4 I liked, but not as much as the first 3. And this episode I really like. I'm mixed about it. I still probably, yeah, I'm quite mixed on this episode. But yeah, so it just didn't move the story forward enough, I feel like. There was not any answers at all, just more questions. That ending is crazy. I'll quickly talk about it. So this episode ends with the guy, I forget his name, the owner of the hotel, in the woods, in the forest, the tropical forest area, and then he's just walking around or something, and then he sees Kristen Milioti's character rolling down the hill, and he runs out of frame, and then she rolls down the hill. But it's like, didn't this all happen 15 years ago? How is he in the same forest area that he is also in? Like, unless there's time travel that's happening. Like, there was a book introduced that the girl was reading. I forget her name. Was it Zoe? I don't want to say, because I'm not sure. There was a book that she was reading, and it sort of had like an hourglass symbol on it, so I don't know if this show's got something to do with time travel. I don't know. But yeah, this show's clearly has supernatural elements going on to it. This is not just this is not like The White Lotus, like I originally said. This is not like, 9 Perfect Strangers. There is a mystical element happening, and I'm excited to find out what it is. This cliffhanger was probably crazier than last week's cliffhanger, but because this episode was not as strong as last week's episode, I'm not as excited for episode 6, but I'm still excited. I'm still going to review it. But yeah, I feel like this episode just didn't move the story forward enough. I know that was my criticism for the last episode as well, but this episode really felt like it did not move it forward at all. It just posed more questions. However, I am actually getting really interested in Kristen Milioti's character and William Jackson Harper's character, as their relationship seems to be, struggling a little bit. We're getting a little bit more insight into them and their backstory. Apparently, they had a miscarriage or something. So that's insane. You can tell. There was actually a really good scene where the head of security guy, was talking to, Kristen Milioti's character, and he was asking her what she lost, and I thought that was a really good emotional scene, and I thought that, yeah, I'm actually really interested, and then we eventually do find out what she lost. She lost a child. So, but yeah, I am liking those two characters a lot, and yeah, so we'll see how next episode goes. This episode is probably my least favourite so far, as it just posed more questions rather than answered some. But yeah, that's my review of The Resort episode 5. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.